Hello everybody, my name is Benji, and welcome back to Mindustry. Now, this is going to be a bonus upload to kind of address a couple of things. Number one, I'm sorry that I have not been keeping up with the YouTube comments as of the past, 3 or 4 weeks. I had a paper due for a conference, so I was working really hard on my research and being able to submit that on time. That has since passed, but in the meantime of doing that, I got behind in my classes, so I've been catching up on those while trying to keep up with YouTube and all of that stuff. So I have not been very attentive to the Discord or to the YouTube comment section. I'll hopefully have caught up on those by the time this video comes out, but I do want to apologize for that. However, while just kind of skimming the YouTube comments and not actually addressing them, I did notice a couple of repeat questions. Number one, what mods do I use? And what effects do they have? Now, this is a pretty simple question for me to answer. I'm using one mod, that is the Exogenesis mod. I am using no other mods. I saw specifically there was one asking about the thing that tells you whether or not a block is working. So that's somewhere in here. It's not hints, it's not logic hints. It's somewhere in the settings. I probably should have found this initially. It's not that. It might be in the graphics. Display effects is a big one. There it is. Display block status. So if you go into the settings and then go to graphics and display block status, that will tell you whether a block is working, idle, or non-operational, judging by a green, a yellow, or a red highlight in the bottom right corner, and I can hop in and just show that off really quickly here. You can see these are green because they are fully operational, these are yellow because they are currently stalled, and that is red because it has no power. Now it is green, meaning that it is operational, so that's how that all works. Same thing over here, you can see the orange versus the green versus the red. So that, I feel like, addresses question number one. What mods do I use, and how do I get the blocks to display their status? There you go, there's your answer. Question number two, how do you install mods? So make sure that you are on the most up-to-date version of Mindustry, and in order to showcase that, I can go over here. You're going to want to click right-click, Properties, and then Updates, and then you can have it set to do specific updates or whatever. If you want a specific beta, like the Mindustry or the Legacy v6, Legacy v5, you can select those as well. Obviously, I have none because I'm on v7, the most up-to-date version of it. And then your cloud status will also display here as well. So how do you import mods once you are on the current build of Mindustry? Well, first of all, you need to make sure that the mod is compatible, and it should display that. Then you can just go into the mod browser and just, there you go. They're just all over the place. There's just a ton. The most popular ones are gonna have these stars, are gonna have more stars. I think Exogenesis is one of the most popular ones, so if you look up Exogenesis, it's at 240, which is pretty cool. Or you can import the mod file from GitHub, or just the .whatever file if you have that installed from the GitHub directly onto your computer, and you can just drag and drop that as if you would do a save. Which I'll go on ahead and also show off. If you go to Settings and go to Game Data, if you were to hit Clear Game Data, then you can import game data from your computer, and I do have my Arakir completion backup. I have a data folder for that. and then you just select that folder, import the data, and then you're good. And then to export data, that's sort of like making a data backup. So you just hit export data, and then you save it wherever you end up wanting to save it to. Simple as. So I hope that addresses the second question. Now for the third question, schematics. People are always asking, how do I get schematics? Where can I find schematics? How do you do schematics? So if you aren't interested in copying my schematics block for block, you want to make it a little bit easier on yourself, and you want to just have my schematics at your disposal. Totally get it, totally understand. So I have a link to my Discord server in the description below, and let me go on ahead and actually get Discord starting here so that I can show that off. And then in order to export a schematic, I just hit export, and then I export the file to my save data blueprints file, and then they're just all here as the .msch file. I usually call it the .mesh file. So they all exist here in the .mesh. Super duper simple. Then, in order to import those schematics, you'll just hit import. You can either import from clipboard, which if you find somebody that's pasting strings, go for it. You can browse the Steam Workshop, or you can import the .msch file, and then you just navigate to wherever you have the .msch file located at, and then you can just select it, import it, and you're done. Super duper simple, not hard at all. Now, in terms of my Discord server, I have my Discord server right here. And in this Discord server, I have a place called Factory Blueprints. Now, this is where I'm going to be keeping blueprints for just about everything. I'm going to be keeping blueprints here for Mindustry, for Satisfactory, once I get back into that, for Dyson Sphere program, once I get back into that. If Factorio ever ends up making it onto the channel, which I highly doubt, then I'll probably do blueprints for that as well. And then I also have some directions for this, and I will edit it over time to include directions for the other games. Other people are free to put theirs here as well, so if you want to take a look at other people's blueprints, like Kenny's here, then yeah, go ahead. But all of my blueprints are going to be located right here. And you can, I think you can just Control F and say I want to find Eric here. Let me see if I can do that. Eric here. Huh. Well, I thought you would be able to do that, but you can honestly just go through and take a look for whatever you end up wanting. I'm trying to name them equivalently to what I have in the game. So like Oxide, Tier 1, Power, Tier 2, Stellar Steel, Tier 1, Osmium, Tier 1. So if you're looking for a specific file like Exographite Tier 2, and you want to go find the Exographite Tier 2, then you just go through here, look for Exographite Tier 2, and that is going to be the exact same blueprint. So I think that about wraps it up in terms of questions that I constantly see. I do see a lot of questions asking me to tell the mod creator stuff, and right now the mod creator is on vacation. I don't know if that is still going to be the case when this video comes out, so I'm not bugging them at the moment. I'm letting them enjoy their vacation because they deserve it. They've made a great mod. I'm sure they work very hard in their day-to-day life anyway, so they don't need me bugging them and like trying to get them to do these things while they're on vacation. When they're back from vacation, then I can start positing some of the suggestions and stuff that you guys are leaving in the comments. I'm not going to guarantee anything because it's not my mod. I'm not the creator. I'll just relay the message. and whatever comes of it, comes of it. I won't be upset if they don't get implemented, because it's not my mod. And you guys also should not be upset about it, because it's not your mod. So I really hope that that has addressed some of your questions and comments and concerns. Thank you all very much for enjoying this series. I've been having a blast with it. I really enjoy making this content for you guys, so I'm really glad that you're enjoying this content. If you have any suggestions for improvements that I can make to the series, or improvements that I can make to my blueprints, please feel free to let me know. I'll always take constructive criticism. Don't just tell me I'm shit, though, because then that will get you in trouble with me and my moderator team. Yeah, insults are not allowed unless they're constructive in some way, shape, or form, or a joke. But that is going to be it for today, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, but without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all!